If you want to build big, strong legs using your tonal, you're in luck, because in today's edition of Tonal Hacks, I'm going to show you how to use this belt to take the goblet split squat up to absolutely mind-blowing new heights, making it hands-free, making it easier on your back, your upper body, and your spine, and shifting all of the resistance and emphasis to your legs where it counts. I'm Coach Jackson. I'm one of the former coaches on Tonal. I helped star and create many of the most popular programs, also helped with the exercise library, and I've coached over 400 private clients using this machine. And I also have been able to help them change up and hack some of the exercises to get more out of them and to make them less difficult and less challenging from a logistics perspective. And this is one of them, the goblet split squat. We're gonna use this belt here to make it just so much easier, better, nicer, and more effective for you here at home. I'm gonna show you the current version of the goblet split squat, how it's done right now on Tonal, and then I'm gonna show you the variation, and you're gonna find out very quickly how and why this is so much better. So the current version has you grab the handle, put your thumbs over top, you stand here straddling the edge of the handle, you turn the weight on, and then you go into the movement. Now the challenge or the problem with the traditional goblet reverse lunge, goblet squat, and also goblet split squat is that you're limited to the strength of your arms, because you could only hold so much weight here, and your legs, at least should be, far stronger than your arms are. Also, holding this handle here with lots of weight puts a lot of stress on your shoulder, your elbow, your wrists, even your hands. It's very tough to get that on-off button, to click it over here. It's very difficult, especially when you're finishing a challenging set. And more often than not, when people are doing this exercise and all of the goblet exercises, what I tend to see is that the weight's so heavy that a lot of people start holding the handle down here. And now they're just doing the movement with the handle down here, which is not gonna be quite as good either. And again, from just a posture standpoint, that's not a very strong posture, and it's not the best way to do the move. But again, this is how the exercise is traditionally set up on Tonal. You hold the handle here, and then you move into the goblet split squat, going up and down. And again, there's nothing wrong with this movement. It's not like it's a bad move. It's just already I could feel my biceps weakening. I could feel my arms starting to come down, and then it's really hard to get this button pressed. So let's take a look at how we can make this exercise better, and let's make this more effective for our legs. Now you can see this belt, nothing specific about this belt. It just happens to be a weighted dip or a weighted pull-up belt. And then it has these hooks on it, which I'm able to put a carabiner and a T-lock. So by attaching the carabiner and the T-lock on here, I'm able to hook it up to the Tonal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap this belt around my waist, and then I'm gonna turn it around so the carabiner and the T-lock are right in line, right here in front of my navel. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get into position. I'm gonna make sure the weight is off. Critical step here, make sure the weight is off, safety first. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna straddle the handle just like I normally would. I'm gonna attach the carabiner, so I'm locked in now to Tonal. Here's one last little step you might wanna take, especially if you're a guy at home doing this. You might wanna pull your shorts up a little bit. Now most women, they're wearing yoga pants or something, very tight clothing close to their skin. They don't have to worry about this. But if you're a guy at home and you're wearing shorts like I am, and they're a little bit loose around your thighs, you might wanna pull your shorts up a little bit to prevent them from getting kind of caught here in the T-lock or the carabiner. And also, you might want to just tilt your pelvis back ever so slightly when you turn the weight on, just to protect the old family jewels there. We don't want no accidents at home. Once the weight goes on, you can shift your pelvis back a little bit. So as you can see, I have my shorts pulled up, my pelvis is tilted back a little bit. I turn the weight on, get that full resistance. Now I can set up my stance for my split squat. So now I take a step back. The further the step, the more hamstring and glute you're gonna work on your front leg. The shorter the step, the more quad you're gonna get. So just depending on where and how you wanna work your legs, I'm gonna stand somewhere in the middle. I like a little bit of balance of both. Now I can drop into the goblet split squat, pop up, and again, hands free. It's easy for me to turn the weight on and off by touching the Tonal screen. I could focus on my legs. I could put my hands on my hips. I could go with more athletic arms if I wanted to, getting that athletic arms. Or I could even just hold my hands here in front of me. None of it really matters what you do with your arms. but now I could really feel my legs. And then again, the other great part is that all that stress, all that pressure and resistance is off my arms, my biceps, my wrists, my shoulders, and it's shifted now to my waist and my hips, which can bear that burden a lot easier without limiting us to the strength of our upper body. So that's the Goblet split squat tonal hack. You need this accessory. You need a belt, you also need a carabiner, and you need a T-lock in order to do this properly. But those are small investments. You can get all that stuff for probably 30 bucks. I would highly recommend giving this a shot. And when you try it, you're gonna just absolutely blow your mind and you're never gonna wanna go back to the old way. I'm Coach Jackson. This is the tonal hack for the Goblet split squat. Check out some of my other tonal hacks. And remember, action is the difference between dreaming and succeeding.